We're in Michael's.
Why are we in Michael's?
We are in Michael's because we are looking for some big, heavy poster board, foam core stuff to make a set design for the EAMES show, which is about Charles and Ray.
And who are they?
Mid-century designers. Ray was a woman, Charles was a man, and they made cool designs in the 1950s. So we have to make a set design that is just as cool as them.
No, it can't stand on its own. $17 for foam core?
What if we just use cardboard to start? Like chop up a bunch of boxes.
To test?
Yeah.
Is this it? This is...
That's it. Thank you, Michaels. When Michael fails you, you go to Home Depot. We're gonna find some sort. Ooh, oh, but that's too flimsy.
Yeah, but that's
trying to find some
essentially...
sort of big sheet of material that we can cut up into big house of cards. Hopefully that didn't give away too many secrets.
Oh, there's a bird in there.
Oh, maybe it's the house bird.
This is about, what, like 20 feet? Or is it about this tall?
I mean, I think this would be high enough.
Yeah.
15 feet?
Well, I'm 7 foot tall. So, what is that? That's...
But we're realizing we're gonna need a lot. Because I want this to go like...
I'm gonna be the front row.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
So this stuff's the best stuff.
No, that's the worst.
No, I thought this was the one.
No, that's garbage.
Oh, we have to go with the more expensive one.
Yeah, well, that's not going to withstand
Good thing
fire.
the rest of my vlog is going to be about budget. So after seeing all of our materials and kind of what our options are and looking forward to what I'm envisioning the set design to be, we're going to make a little like, what's it called? A
diorama?
A diorama of the set design for the EAMES show at ODC Theater. So for those of you that don't know, these are the house of cards. And they have these corners on the ends that stack together. Now we want to use these as smaller scaled versions of the ones we're going to stack up in our little makeshift ODC Theater. But they're too big, so we either have to increase our scale or make new cards.
Or does the stage go out further? Like, what scale are we doing this?
Well, that's what we need to find out.
Check what I got. So, let's see.
Are those the performers?
Yep.
Who's that going to be?
I don't know, because this dude's definitely Patrick. Aunt May is Ray. Ooh, I pulled out some random ones. I don't want that to be anybody.
Well, somebody's got to be one of them. That is the shortest one, so that might have to be.
No. I'm gonna go get a better one.
I think the box is way too high.
You think so?
I would say it maybe goes to about there. I think it'll be different to watch it and see it from like a distance.
If you had 4 lined up like that, towers, it's not as interesting. And if this is to scale, it's taking up way too much room.
I feel like we underestimated how much extra there is in front because like, especially we're gonna have a wood floor, it's gonna extend all the way to the seats, so it's still gonna feel really big.
Yeah, I mean, so would you want to have 4 and then have space between them? Or would you rather have, like, fill up the whole entire way?
I think filling it up is gonna look way cooler.
6 or 8.
We might have 6 or 8.
Depending on how big we build these cards.
Yeah. As we were going through, we also talked about like linking them in different ways, maybe not having them be actual columns, but just, because you know, if we're working with wood, which is what we saw at Home Depot, it's gonna be way sturdier than even these cards.
Even if we do it with poster board, we're gonna hot glue it, so it's not gonna go anywhere.
We have to take it down and be able to reuse it again.
Yeah, that's why I said hot glue and not solder.
No.
Solder on paper, which is the strongest bond there is.
Oh boy, wish me luck.
We are at Lick Arts. We're gonna get some foam core board. You'll have to forgive my voice today. I've almost lost it from a stupid cold. I'm gonna try out some more thoughts on the House of Cards. I felt like the diagram we made didn't fully put into perspective, so mission to find foam core.
And then how many do you think we can get out of it?
4 out of this?
4? No. We can get 2. I think if we cut them in half that way, then we get 2. Are these sturdy?
They're not as thick.
Oh, but how is it a test if you're not using the final product?
It's the same thing, just not as thick.
But it's not part of the test.
What do you think? Write in comments below. Well, we're gonna pick a now, so don't write in the, well, you can write a comment, but not about foam core. Let's make it happen.
Last leg of our test for the EAMES set design. Our friend Chris is downstairs. He's gonna help us cut the foam core into those. Let's go.
For every inch, it's actually 8.5 inches.
8.5 inches, so 3/4 of 8.5.
So in a quarter
So
minus
8.5 times 2, 17.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
Next to it, you know?
That's how most of the dancing.
That's how most of it looks.
Cool.
Yeah, and if it's turned different ways, it could work.
But I think that might be the material.
Okay.
I think of that too.
Okay.
I guess the one concern would be if it was too light and, you know, some fast air moved by, someone danced by.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, would we have to anchor them at all?
I feel like if you connect them all, like if
they're one big
every column
unit.
at least is sort of like connected to the next one and you make a structure, then it's not going to move just by you walking by. Like you have to like fall
you'd have
into
to,
it. Yeah.
definitely have to.
Because that already looks sturdy and it's just 4 of them, you know?
Yeah. Do you think that's the right size, or do you think we need to go bigger?
I mean, if we stand, it's so hard because this is such a short room.
Yeah. I mean,
like you said, I could take them to ODC.
Yeah.
On one of these days I'm driving and
Yeah.
say, yo, Alana, can I just stand in the theater for 1 second to try something? I think they might be big enough.
Yeah.
I think they might.
I mean, this is where even further behind this is where the.
Yeah.
Now what you did?
Yeah.
You rounded it over.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, that was successful. Now all I gotta do is get in the theater, see what these look like, make sure the scale is right. And then we might be mass producing some giant EAMES cards.
Yo.
Oh, hi!
I'm vlogging. You're in the
Oh,
vlog.
the Terminator vlog.
You are now.